All right, News Extra time, KNEB. And with our program again, here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you very much, Steve, and good morning, everyone. We have a couple of nice ladies in here today. Paulette Schnell, who's been in here before, speaking for Regional West Medical Center, but this time she has a different hat on. She's kind of speaking for the Scottsbluff County Health Department. And Connie Osborne, who also has a number of hats, United Way and a whole bunch of other stuff, Volunteer Center and everything else. And we're going to discuss a Region 22 Emergency Management Volunteer Meet and Greet coming up on Tuesday evening, 5:30, over at the Emergency Operations Center in the Public Safety Building. So, Paulette, let's go with you first. What's this all about? The need to really kind of get some volunteers organized, right?
Right. In a disaster, the need for volunteers is great. But if you don't do it right, it can be a disaster itself. So we really want to get people already registered and kind of know what they're interested in doing. So if that does happen here, we will have that source of people already ready to go. But what we're really looking for is what we call a volunteer reception center, where we have a core group of people, the strike team, that would come in and set the organization up for them to come in and register and be ready to go, so we can match your needs in the community with what the volunteers can do.
All right, so we're kind of looking for some leaders here, some management people, maybe if you have any kind of talents or whatever that maybe somebody might need in a disaster. That's what we're looking for, right?
Right. We have a big list of things. You know, some people think, well, I really don't have any specialties that would help, but we need everything from childcare to debris cleanup, those kinds of things. And then in that core group, we need someone that wants to be committed, and we're going to be doing some exercises and some training so that they're ready to go and be ready to sign all these other people up or get them out in the community where they need to be.
And we want to meet Emergency Management Director Tim Newman as well, who's been here for a little while, but I know probably a lot of people maybe haven't seen him in action, and he's a pretty experienced guy.
Yes, he's actually been through a tornado in the place he was before and was able to set up the follow-up disaster and those things. So he had some really good experience and several years before that. So he's got some great ideas, and he's a great guy to meet and has a little southern accent. So you should come down and just meet him for that reason only. Just to kind of hear him. He's still got that Alabama accent there and kind of slow drawl thing going on. So yeah, would be fun to meet him. All right, so we'll be talking to Connie here, but we're going to take a break right after this.
Hello, producers. This is Kinsey Sinkle. I would like to invite you to join us at the 21st Century Water Technologies Open House. See the latest technology from Valley Irrigation and cutting-edge subsurface drip irrigation systems from EcoDrip. Meet us July 28th at 11 a.m. at 619 South Beltline Highway East in Scottsbluff. We'll head to Gearing for the first drip tour, followed by lunch at our location. After lunch, we'll offer a second drip tour in Mitchell. Call us today to reserve your spot at 308-436-5123.
Back on News Extra, and we're talking to Connie Osborne and also Paulette Schnell. And the discussion today is about the Region 22 Emergency Management Volunteer Meet and Greet coming up this Tuesday evening, 5:30 p.m. over at the Emergency Operations Center in the Public Safety Building. We want people to come over there and help out getting organized as far as volunteers are concerned for a disaster. And Connie, we know for a fact that, like Paulette said, it can be a disaster within a disaster if you don't have people organized and ready to go. I mean, in Pilger, they all of a sudden had this, after the tornado there, a big swamp of volunteers. You got to get them organized, right?
And we got to get them trained. We like to get them organized. We like to know, and like Paulette said, there's something for everyone. Even if you think you don't have a skill, there's something for everyone.
Yeah, if you speak multiple languages or data processing or whatever, can do stuff with big equipment.
And I know the Pilger tornado, they had almost 10,000 volunteers out there. So that just shows the enormity of, every place that you need to go, everybody needs to be taken care of during the disaster, after the disaster. And so, we're encouraging people to come out, meet Tim. He's got a little program he's going to give, and then we're going to have a Q&A for all the folks. And we're encouraging volunteers from every walk of life. I mean, that's what's going to be important. The people that want to volunteer to be reception center volunteers, we're going to have some trainings for them. We have about 8 or 9 stations that we have to set up, so when the volunteers come in, they can get registered. We can find out what your specialty is, be interviewed. We'll be badging these folks so that they'll check in and check out, so we make sure everybody's okay. They'll have a safety briefing and then a training, and we'll send people out and try to clean up.
All right. Real quick, the number here is, we got about 40 seconds left, 436-6689. We just want people to show out. You fill out a little form as to the things you can do, and then we'll get them organized, right?
Yes, we will. And we're really excited. Like I said, like Paulette said, Tim's brought some really good ideas, and he's very knowledgeable. And it's immense when you stop to think about a natural disaster. Every entity that has to be contacted, every area that has to be covered, it is huge.
All right. Once again, Tuesday night, 5:30 p.m., Emergency Operations Center over at the Public Safety Building. We thank Paulette and Connie for stopping by.